Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? This is my very first video on my new Samsung Galaxy Tab S 8.4. I think that's what it's called. My husband got it for me for my birthday. And that was August 28th. And ever since then I've been basically just playing spades on it because I don't know how to do nothing else. But I'm learning slowly. So I'm trying to figure out how I can learn to make YouTube videos on here. Then I can bring you more and more videos. Because that just reminds me of something that one of my blessed ones said to me on Facebook. And I'm going to read it to y'all. It was so sweet and it was hilarious. But first of all, let me tell y'all. It's been about 10-15 minutes that I've been trying to set this video up so that I can hide my double chin, but I couldn't figure out where to set the video to hide my double chin. So I said, oh, forget it. So anyways, okay, let me read to you all this. This was so funny. It says, Miss D, let me thank you for being a super awesome blessing in my life. I listen and watch your videos often, and it has become my Sunday routine to play your videos for a message of any kind that God has to share. However, ... I've got a bone to pick with you. That was funny because that's what my mama liked to say. I've got a bone to pick with you, LOL. Here I am being taught by a great woman and man, including Mr. Charles. I subscribe, and then I hardly get any videos. LOL. The heck is up with that? It's been so long since we've had a nice long video about anything or just spending the day with you. But take your time. Speak when moved by God. That's truth. And just know, I'm losing my mind over here. And that's the truth. LOL. Love you so much, Miss D. Whitney. Hi, Whitney. That was so cute. That was hilarious. Oh my goodness. I love that. And now that I have my new Samsung Galaxy and once I figure out how it works and I can more readily make videos, because the sound card or whatever in my PC went out like a couple of years ago. So in order for me to upload videos, I'd either have to upload a video from my iPhone or I'd have to upload from my camera and download it on... Okay, y'all don't need to know details of all that boring stuff, but hopefully having this Samsung Galaxy, I can more readily and more expeditiously and more oftenly I can upload more videos. Okay, so let's just talk for a few minutes while we're here. What's been going on in my world? Well, y'all know I'm always about church. Our church is growing. For those who don't know, my husband is a pastor. We started our church with 3 members. My husband and I made 2. The one other person was my sister. We started our church 6 years ago. And we are now at, it could vary. It could be 25 to 40, 50 people. If everybody came, we'd probably be up to about 70, 75. We'd be beyond capacity because we are in a little small church. But on average, it may be about 25 to 40 of us in there. We're growing. We're growing spiritually, financially, emotionally, just in every way. So I thank God for that. So I'm always, doing something with our church or for our church. I work part-time as a 911 operator. I'm telling y'all this as if y'all don't know, but I have a lot of new blessed ones. So I'm just catching my new blessed ones up. So if I look cross-eyed, am I looking this way? Am I looking that way? I'm still trying to figure out where the camera is. I'm just learning. So I think that's the camera, but I keep going over that way. but that's not the camera. That's the camera. So just forgive me if I look. I don't know which way to, if I don't know which way to look. So what was I saying? Okay. Well, anyway, on to the next thought. So my husband and I, we're always busy. He's mostly always busy. Let me clarify that. I'm not always busy. He's always busy because he's worked full time at his regular job at a medical supply company, and he works in shipping medical supplies all over the world. And not only does he work 40 hours, but most week he works 50 to 60 hours. And then he's a pastor. And he's a hands-on pastor. He's not one of these pastors that you can't reach in the midnight hour, or you can't reach to talk to, or so he's a pastor, and he also owns his own lawn care company. Me, I work about 25 to 30 hours a week as a 911 operator. Something that I've done for 25 years. Absolutely love, love, love. But I used to work full-time. I retired full-time, and now I work part-time at a smaller police department. There are some 911 stories that I could tell you. But just know that I love it. It's exciting, and it is a career that I highly recommend because you will basically never be out of work. No matter what city, what state, what country you go to, there's always going to be a need for a 911 operator, a police dispatcher. Please believe it is job security. What else? Whitney, I'm trying to give you a nice long video, but I'm not really good. Anybody who's been with me long enough know that I've said this many times. I'm not a really good extemporaneous speaker. Extemporaneous, for those of you who might have to go to dictionary.com, it just means speaking off the cuff, off the top of my head. I'm not good at speaking off the top of my head. I'm one who has to think about what I'm going to say, study what I'm going to say, practice what I'm going to say, have some cards and some notes about what I'm going to say. And rarely do I turn on the camera without really knowing basically what I'm going to say. But this time I did. So hang in there with me. My hair. Some people want to know how has my attitude or confidence changed since going natural, or has there been any difference been going blonde, or do blondes really have more fun? I've absolutely not felt more in love with myself, and I hope that does not sound conceited, narcissistic. I'm just being for real. I've always loved myself, but I have not been more in love with myself than to see my natural hair. And then when I decided to go blonde, probably about, I would say 8 months ago, oh my God, I did not know that it was possible to be even more in love with myself. I know that sounds bad. That sounds bad, y'all. I'm just telling the truth. But I'm not conceited with it. You know what I mean? Oops, forgive me. That's my phone. But I'm not conceited with it. But I'm just telling you the truth. But yes, I love my natural hair. I love when I see other women who are natural. I love when people decide that to heck with what media says, or what family says, or to what the masses says, or what society says is beautiful. I define my own beauty. I don't like when we as women decide, because I'm no longer natural and because you still perm your hair, then for some reason you're not really down with the people. You're not really black, or you're selling out, or you're deceived, or you're in denial, or I don't like that. I don't like that. I really despise that, because to each her own. We do whatever we feel makes us feel beautiful, makes us feel happy. And if you still decide you want long, beautiful, flowing hair, you want to add you some hair, you want to subtract you some hair, whatever it is that makes you feel beautiful. But I have never felt more beautiful than to see my own natural hair. And I even got a little flack about my blonde hair. Some people left a few little comments and said they hate when black women try to look white or putting on blonde hair and all of that. And I just disregard it because they were expressing how they felt, and I can appreciate how they feel, but how you feel, I'm not gonna let you project that onto me, because that's not my feeling. I am by no means trying to be anybody that I'm not. And as a matter of fact, I have not felt more myself, more in love with myself than with my natural hair. And I am just loving this blonde. I don't know how long it'll be, but right now, I need to color it. But I don't know how long I might go blonde. I might stay blonde for years, or one day I might decide to give it a rest and go black. I don't know. But for right now, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And we just need to love on each other more rather than criticizing each other, because that person is doing what they feel is what makes them feel beautiful. What else is going on? Y'all know I'm gonna be talking more about love and relationship, because that's my passion. And speaking of my passion, I have just not even gotten into my book that I'm supposed to be writing, that I will write. It's terrible. I think I've hesitated out of fear, just to be honest. I just think I think somewhere I want to do it, but somewhere in me, I don't believe I can do it. And I've got to get up the courage to know that I can do all things through Christ Jesus. I know what the words say, but I really don't believe that I believe it. But one day, when I convince myself that I truly believe that I can do all things, I'll write that book. And it'll be a best-selling relationship book. And I'll be sure to let my blessed ones know that y'all get first peek. Well, I've rambled on now for 12 minutes. So I will come back to you guys sometime a little later when I'm ready to talk about a few topics that's on the agenda. I'll just give you a little teaser. I'm going to be talking about women. We are committing emotional pedophilia. That doesn't sound good. But we're messing around with these boys that's supposed to be men, and we're committing emotional pedophilia. I'm going to be talking about giving a man something different, something new, rather than the same old thing that he's used to. You know, a lot of times we want to know why a man is not committing, or why we can't get a long-term relationship, because we're one in a dozen. We're just, there's nothing proprietary. There's nothing different. There's nothing that's awesomely different about us, because we're just like any old next woman. Oh, every woman wants to think that she's different, she's unique. But what are you doing that's differently? That's different, that's unique. What are you offering this man that's different and unique than what every other woman is offering? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a whole lot of relationship stuff. I love relationship. That's my passion. Along with us knowing our worth, our value. Valuing ourselves, women, so that we can be valued. And if we don't know our value, certainly no one else will. Okay, you guys, I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And now I'm going to see if I can figure out how to upload this video. Y'all be blessed. Hi, Whitney. Thanks for the love. I love you back. Mwah.